am just over a week on T. So I thought I'd put them both up together rather than doing them on last week and compare how I'm feeling now a week later on T. So,
yo, hello guys, what is going on? Today is my 1 year anniversary. Yeah, today, 1 year ago, the 21st, I started hormones. Woo! I can't believe how bloody quick it's gone. It's just zoomed by. And yeah, it's amazing. It's awesome. It's an awesome feeling to know that 1 year, one whole year, you know, I've been on the juice. I've been on the hormones. It's bloody brilliant. So it is. So yeah, so I'll do what I usually do. I'll just recap you on the last couple of months, because I think the last one I did was probably the 10 month. Yeah, and I think a few sort of changes have happened since then. The voice has definitely gone down again. I feel like every month it gets a little bit deeper. Like it's, you know, I'm still surprised when it changes. Still, I'm like, it'll go more. So yeah, it's really cool. Super excited. Oh yes, and by the way, my hair is this color right now. My sister and her, well, now wife, got married last week, and I wanted to do like something fun. So I was like, yeah, be a blonde for a little bit, and that's what my hair's doing right now. Eminem, 1999. I'm down with the kids, okay. So the usual, what's changed since month 10? Yeah, voice for sure. It's gone down again, I reckon. It's just, I get hairs again, just like, I feel it's really starting to come in on, like, all over my sort of under here now, on my chin and stuff. Like, there's definitely a nice patch here. I just go, ah. And now it's starting to even, you can't really, because it's quite light, so it's not. But I can especially see it with my hair this colour now as well. I notice it more, because obviously I'm just noticing the darker hair more. I've got my roots coming back through anyway, but, yeah, so that's awesome. And yeah, armpit hairs, and yeah, just hairs galore. Is beautiful. Still nothing from Dr. Yelland yet, but again, not quite expecting it yet. Maybe next month I might hear something, maybe. And I haven't had another appointment at the Laurels. Like they're waiting a little while, you know, there's no point to keep going back every few weeks to be like, yeah, I'm good. Had the injection, I can't remember if I'd had it or was going to have it the last time I spoke to you guys, but had oh my good God, my most recent injection. I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't. We'll have to look it up. I had it a while ago, and it's moved now to 14 weeks instead of 12 because I was reduced it a little bit too much. But I mentioned all that in the last video. Yeah, so that's like the sort of recap. You know, it's pretty much the same. Voice, hair. As far as you know, like emotions and whatever stuff. Yeah, all good, all kind of nothing to. I mean, I'll get to the week and a half that's just gone by in a minute because it's been a week and a half. But generally, yeah, all good. Generally, all levels are good. You know, obviously, still taking my antidepressants, so still have my days where I just can't. Right. Okay, so what has been going on since I spoke to you last? Well, yeah, like I mentioned, the big thing, the big happy, my sister, my sister Colleen, she got married to her long time fiance Layla. They've been going out 3 years, I believe, pretty much to the week last week. And yeah, they got hitched last week. It was lovely. It was in their hometown of Bedford. It was they only had they had a little sign in, you know, in like a little church, but it wasn't. You were only allowed one witness each. So I was my sister's best man, and Layla's brother was her best man, so that was nice. Yeah, it was a lovely day. We had friends, and my mum and the stepdad came, you know, which she loved, you know, because she wasn't sure who was going to come, or if, you know, if dad was going to come, but he did, so that's awesome. yeah, it was just a lovely day, and I couldn't be happier for them. You know, they're a disgustingly cute couple. It's just like, oh, excuse me while I vomit. Stop being so cute. That's literally, they're that couple. They're the couple that you're like, fuck you. That's them. Go away with your love. We don't want it here. No, they're seriously, they're cute, and Layla's an awesome sister-in-law, and yeah, I love them dearly, and yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, big congrats, guys. Oh yeah, and also with that, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but Layla is, they're both vegan, and Layla's sort of been the last year or so, couple of years, making her own stuff, doing her own recipes. So anyone else that's vegan, I will put a link for you at the bottom to her page, Ice and Lettuce. I'm not vegan, but I love some of her stuff. It's absolutely bloody gorgeous. So yeah, have a look if you are so inclined, and make some of the recipes. Let her know how it went, that sort of thing. She'll love it. All right, yeah, onwards and onwards. So yeah, so the wedding was last week, and I was having, it was Tuesday. Me and some friends went up to meet them, but I was having like the worst. Well, I had like the worst 4 days before that. So not only was it the anniversary of my friend's death, like the second year, so I was feeling shit about that. But like literally, I don't know what happened, but I was so ill. Like literally, it just, you know, when you get those, just those, I don't know what you call them, like virus that just come. There's no warning. They're like, hi, and they're here, and you're like, oh, I need to vomit now. Literally, it was like that, and like I was bedridden for 2 days. I was literally like, it was pathetic. Like I get man flu to like before. Oh, I'm ill now. Man flu is ridiculous. Like I own it. I own that man flu. And yeah, I was not in a good place. I was just like, so yeah, I was liquid coming out of every orifice, and you know, my brain was pouring out. It was not, and I was like proper worried that I wouldn't even be able to make it to the wedding. Thankfully, I did. I couldn't really drink much, but I had a great time anyway, and you know, and I know they had a great time. And then, I mean, I'll talk more about it at the end. And then sadly, my granddad passed away later that week, on the Thursday. So you know, he was 87, and you know, he had a lot of things, bless him, that were slowly going wrong. He took a fall, broke his hip, and he couldn't have surgery. They couldn't do surgery because he was too old. The surgery would have killed him. So, you know, the days he had left, he was in the hospital. But he had, you know, he had my nana, his wife, come see him every day, and you know, my dad and his brother and sister were there, and all the grandchildren that could were there. So, you know, he went with a lot of love, but you know, it's still sad, and yeah, it was a sad end to a kind of strange week. They were, you know, it was like, you know, that's literally, yeah. So it was like literally my brain just didn't know which way to turn. It was so bizarre. Like I look back at it now, it was just, what the hell was that week about? But you know, I look at it, you know, what I'll remember from it is the wedding, because you know, it's lovely, and it was something nice. I think if that hadn't been in the middle, you know, you know, well, it just would have been a really really shit week. But you know, I'm thankful for that bit of happiness and love and such. But yes, so that was my strange week. Sad week, emotional week. So yeah, so now I'm just sort of waiting, you know, to find when we put him to rest and that sort of thing. But you know, I also wanted to mention him as well, because my dad told him, you know, when I came out and everything, and him and my nana both were just like, you worry about the older generation. I feel a little bit. I was worried about them. They were who I was most worried about, because I just thought they wouldn't understand, they wouldn't get it. But my dad obviously explained it well, and yeah, like that, you know, they both, you know, he called me son and lad, and it was amazing. You know, he was just brilliant, and you know, yeah, and it's just really sad that not just us as a family, but like the world's lost a loving person like that. You know, like someone that just, when there's so many people that just don't want to understand, don't care to, and yet, you know, when someone old, you know, and who hasn't lived that life, doesn't know that life can just be, oh, okay. Like, you know, he was such a lovely family man, and I love him to death. I love your granddad. Sorry, more binder. But I'm starting to get I feel like I'm getting, not the Brock Lesnar neck, but like that WWE, you can't really tell it in this light, but I'm getting like neck on neck coming through, and it's amazing. Like, yeah, I'm just getting you get the neck, and then whoa, and it goes like that's starting to come through, and I'm just like, still got hits for days, which is hella annoying, but hopefully that'll even itself out. I think I put on a bit of weight since last time I spoke, but that's because I've been eating a lot. No, that's because it's just in this weather I'm just like ice cream. I'm literally an ice cream maniac. I love that shit. So that's what that is. Right, yeah, okay, I will leave it there because I've waffled enough and my flag's falling on my head. Save our souls. Okay, the flag's like, no, we're done. End it. And yeah, I will catch you guys soon, with some different videos coming. I'll still update, obviously, but I might do some more sort of just different things, just chat about general things, chat about what's going on, trans related, even, LGBTQ plus related, that'll be, cool as well. So yeah, alright guys, thank you for watching. Love and peace, and yeah, peace. And love, again. Respect guys, thank you so much, take care, bye.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up, cause we're about to rip shit up. Give the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Too low down, so I'm crazy. Death Row is a label that pays me. Pays me, so please don't try to face me. Back to the lecture at hand.